It's Week 16 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see Xavier Legette.
He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Panthers and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from the Steel City. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Young going to give it to Brooks. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the sideline, taken in by Johnson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 3. A run with Brooks. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Harris. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And the Steelers are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Harris. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Fields now. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Panthers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end on the move left. We'll go once more with Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. To throw is Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. 2nd and 7. Shaheed in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. We're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Fields. Shaheed with the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Fields. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They've got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give, and here comes Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Young. That's right side and brought in by Williams. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And that'll be a pickup of 3. On 2nd down, Young. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 1st down is Young. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Young to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Young. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Got his man at the 6. He is in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
That ties the game at 7.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. Fields operating out of the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Don't jump. Ready?
On the ground, this is Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Fields now on second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now it's Harris. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The motion man is Johnson. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Tigby. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. To return, it's Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Right.
To throw is Fields. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On 1st and 10, Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we have reached halftime.